Marking the evaluation form is a pretty important part of the judging process. The vast majority of the projects that we're going to be evaluating in this process will not be advancing to the state level competition. We want the students to be able to walk away from this competition with a positive feeling about history and about this competition, not for History Day, but because we want them to love history and we want them to continue on with the discipline. So what I want you to do is to consider while you're filling out those evaluation forms, while you're meeting with the students, how to complete those evaluation forms in a way that's going to be positive and helpful to the students. So a couple of things, please do not make stray marks like putting a number 1 or 2 or anything like that. I want you to be aware that we're going to be giving all of these evaluation forms back to the students. So this is like your notes page. But it's also going to be a comments section for the students. We want you to think about making positive comments. If you need to provide critiques, make sure that you kind of sandwich it in between some of the positive comments. This particular project is marked as all superior, but it's not really giving any feedback to the students. If possible, try to fill up the space as much as you can. You're going to be meeting with between 8 and 12 projects, so there's going to be a bit of writing there, and it does move kind of quickly with especially the 10-minute meeting blocks. But what I hope you do is when you come back to the evaluation room, you can try to add in to explain some of your comments. Make sure that you're explaining why you wrote something. So if you think something is superior, try to explain why you think it's superior. If you think it needs improvement, explain that. And I'll let you you can pause the video and take a look at this if you'd like. A better example would be something that has more information in it. It's explaining, if not every category, you're going to explain why you marked in certain ways. Comments are positive, so instead of saying it was a bad example of a thesis, try to say your thesis could have been improved by doing X, Y, or Z. So we want you to back up criticisms with specific examples, give comments that support the check marks, and try to end on a positive note and really consider putting yourself in the student's position and how you could leave that meeting that you had with the students with a positive taste, rather than feeling like you were being judged. I know you're a judge, but we want them to go on and to love the project. And they will get these comments back, so we want you to make sure that you're considering all of that as well. Last thing with the evaluation forms is that you will be using these to make your consensus judging. While these are your notes pages, please make sure to keep the student in mind. In the past, what some of the judges have done is they've met with the students. They will then, as they're walking, they will kind of chat with each other. They're not marking the evaluation forms together, but you shouldn't have a wide discrepancy between the judges on the teams on this paper. So kind of chat, what does it mean to have an excellent, what does it mean to have a good, and then make your marks not together, but make your marks in relation to what you all agree what good and excellent means within your team. Obviously, when you get back to have your consensus judging, if there's multiple flights, the judges might not all agree what good, excellent, superior means, but at least within your group, you'll have a common vocabulary that you can have that conversation starting place. Yeah. So this is not a score sheet either. So when you get back to your consensus judging, please note that it's not the one with the most marks in the excellent, because each of you are going to have a different understanding of what that excellent and superior means. It's the start of the conversation, not the end of the conversation.